When I wrote my book, Jolt, to get the jump on a world that's constantly changing, I made the case that we live in a culture where we're literally being bombarded with messages. In today's digital disruptive culture, some researchers indicate that we're being bombarded with as many as 5,000 media messages a day. I mean, think about it. Nielsen tells us that average TV in America is on 9 hours a day. I have 500 channels on my cable TV. There are millions of websites, there's blogs, there's Twitter, there's Facebook. People are being pulled in every conceivable direction. The fact is, we're being bombarded. And so the question becomes, if you have a message, if you're passionate about getting a message out there, whether you're a pastor or a leader or a CEO or a filmmaker or artist or writer, I've discovered after 30 years of working with organizations like this, that for your message to cut through and get noticed, it's not a matter of being pretty good at a lot of things. You have to be extraordinary at one big thing. Today, it's not about just having a great message. It's about how does that message cut through and get noticed. And the best way is to be extraordinary at one big thing. You know, it's interesting. That's a question that we ask ourselves. What is my one big thing? The question we all have to ask. In fact, I think we started asking when we were kids in elementary school. I wanted to be an astronaut. Then we grow up and we change. We get to high school. Then we go to college. We have to decide a major. And then suddenly after graduation, we have to pick a career, and we go through our career, and yet I meet people all the time in their 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s, who have spent their life working at a job, and yet still aren't quite sure what they were really born to do. They have no idea what that one big thing is in their life. Yet everybody asks the question. I wrote the book because I really want to help people understand how to figure it out. I think if there was ever a book that could go mainstream, cross genres, it's the idea of helping people figure out what they were put on earth to do, what they were really born to accomplish. One big thing, you know, a great example is the Grammy Awards. When you think about the women who have won the most Grammy Awards, in fact, anybody who's won the most Grammy Awards, they're niche players. The woman who's won the most Grammy Awards in history, Alison Krauss, the bluegrass artist. Why? Because you know every year when they announce the Bluegrass Awards, she's going to win because she dominates that category. She knows her one big thing. So the question is, what's the one big thing in your life? I think this book is going to help millions of people understand the power of discovering what they were put on the earth to do. One big thing. Discover what you were born to do.